Girls, what item of clothing on guys immediately turns you off? Just thought we would show some love for the ladies. Edit, we're higher up than the other thread. Ah yes. Double edit, you guys are the raddest, laughing face. Let's get this puppy to the front page. Guys, take notes. Third edit, ITTs, cargo shorts, socks, and sandals, fedoras, and snapbacks. Edit 4, r/malafashion advice. Using so much hair gel I can see your crusty scalp underneath a layer of wet hedgehog spines. I can't believe anyone uses hair gel when hair wax is so much better and doesn't make your hair look like it was dipped in semen. Edit, that was supposed to say sealant, but semen works so I'll take it. My autocorrect knows me better than I do. As soon as you type the letter D, dipped in semen shows up in the predictive tabs above the keyboard. How come whenever I am gifted clothing from people older than me, they always give me a size XL just in case I won't be able to fit into it? I wear medium. This is why I'm careful year-round. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is call my mom and remind her I'm a large in t-shirts. On my way to class, I'll send her 2 messages telling her about my pants size just in case she doesn't get the first message. When I get to work, I say hello to everyone followed by, large in t-shirts, 12 in shoes, everybody. Just in case they forget, I immediately write on the dry erase board my various clothing sizes. Business-related emails are typically highlighted by my quote on the bottom which reads, "One can never think too big, unless you are buying me a shirt, in which case I'm a large, ... But if it's cola, I want a liter." My girlfriend told me that affliction anything in a guy's dating profile was an instant nope. Said she has yet to meet a guy wearing an affliction shirt who wasn't a douchebag. I totally agree. Edit, wording. Edit, people keep asking. She was on a dating site and that is how we met. She is no longer on OkCupid. Her thing that was an instant turn-off was affliction/tap-out clothing. My instant turn-off looking at girls' profiles was duck face. We agreed upon these terms and conditions and now we are engaged 2 years later. Here's my dumb question. I keep seeing people mention it, but what the hell is an affliction shirt? Brand name? Style? Obligatory edit, my top comment is now asking about a type of shirt. Straight face, Reddit, I just don't understand you sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love a nerdy guy, am married to one, but any guy who wears a shiny button down, or one with a dragon on it, or with an anime character is an instant turn off. One time my sister made out with a guy wearing a short sleeve button down with flames rising from the bottom. I still make fun of her for that. No one's ever that drunk dude. He had a choker on too. Did anyone say choker yet? Edit, man that's a lot of questions. Full story, okay, it was in 2008, outside a bar in Orlando. I was 21 and she was 25. We were on this big family trip to Disney World, 5 much younger cousins, and she had been drinking since before we got on the plane around 11 a.m. I met her at the airport and we had like 45 minutes before we had to board, so she says we should get a beer at the bar. I oblige, and about 3 minutes after we sit down and order a guy sits down next to her, small bar, and she immediately begins chatting him up, and asks if he's traveling for business or for pleasure. I'm on her other side, quietly finishing my beer and being mortified, certain that this guy thinks she's some kind of airport prostitute. And maybe that I'm her lady pimp. So it's time for us to go, so she slams the 22 ounces beer she took 1 sip of and we go get on the plane. As soon as the flight attendant comes by she asks for drinks. "Ma'am, we can't serve alcohol until we're in the air." So, we take off and get our drinks and supposedly she's a nervous flyer, so she pops 2 Klonopin. We each have 3 or 4 drinks on the +/1.5 hour flight and disembark the aircraft to find the shuttle that takes us and our luggage to the hotel and board it. It's about a 30-minute drive from the airport and she passes out instantly. Side note, why do they show the same 7-minute video over and over? Disney knows how long the ride is. They know a thing or two about making a film. Why is it not 30 minutes? Anyway, we're nearing the hotel and I try to rouse her 3 or 4 times, convinced by the 4th that I have to get off this bus and tell my family that my sister is dead. But no, she wakes up and we go check in and head to the pool. We have to wait for them to bring our luggage up, to rendezvous with the folks that are already there. Some British guy leads us to the correct pool and en route she busts out her old gem, business, or pleasure, and I shake my head. So we meet up with most of our family and my papa hands us a couple beers and we all make plans to have dinner at the ESPN zone later. Except instead of dinner she has 3 cosmopolitans. One of my other cousins who is my age goes out with us afterward to downtown Disney, or something like that, along with the British guy from earlier and his fiancée. They were really cool. There's another shuttle that goes from the parks to the hotels, there's about 5, and then takes you downtown to adult stuff. We hop on and it's only like 8:45 or so, meaning there are small children on said bus with their parents returning from various parks, heading back to their hotels to have pleasant dreams of their magical day and what's to come. My sister wasn't having that. It stopped like every 5 minutes to let people off at their hotels, and at every single stop, she slurs/yells, "Are we at downtown Disney yet?" Despite our best efforts to calm her and assure her she'd be the first to know when we got there. Then she drops an F-bomb in front of some kids and their not too pleased parents, exclaiming, "What? You can't say asterisk at Disney World." Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that's in at least the top 5 rules. We finally get there and go to this place that has a revolving dance floor that she won't shut up about and head in. After about 5 minutes this guy buys the 3 of us shots and we take them, with my sister standing directly behind me, who then without pause, proceeds to vomit all over the back of my legs. The only time I was glad she hadn't eaten anything all day. After I take her to the bathroom to make sure she's okay, she sneaks out of the bathroom while I'm cleaning my legs in the sink, thankful I had at least been wearing a skirt. I find my cousin who has no idea where the fugitive is, so we go outside to see if she's smoking. About 8 minutes later, my sister stumbles out of the bar talking about how we have to go now because she just made out with some married guy and his wife was pissed. Enter, flame shirt plus choker guy. She talks to him for 3.2 seconds, then rapes his mouth with hers, and then she tells this 15 or 16-year-old kid, I don't know what he was doing there, I think there were some all ages places in that area or something, that she was going to take his *ity. Yeah, no, real classy stuff. So we corral her onto the bus, back to the hotel, where she pees her pants in the lobby bathroom because both stalls were occupied. I half carry her to our room, make her hang her pants outside and try to get some sleep. And that was my first night in Orlando. Woo. TLDR, none of you, nor Guy Fieri are the shirt guy, and she also threw up on my legs and pissed herself. My fiancé wears DBZ, Ninja Turtle, Power Rangers etc. t-shirts. He is 31 and apparently dressed the same way since he was 12. Edit, to all of you judging our entire relationship based on this one little quirk of his and saying/thinking, you can do better. Kindly piss off. I get enough of that shit from my gold-digging superficial mother. Yes, he dresses like a 12-year-old, yet he is embarrassing sometime, and yes, I like to rib him for it. But he also genuinely makes me happy and would do anything for me and I for him. We have been through a shitstorm of highs and lows in our 8 years together, and we have grown closer and stronger for it all. I wouldn't ditch him just because of the way he prefers to dress. Edit 2, obligatory, wow, thanks for the gold. Seriously, it's my first time. And I just wanted to say that I didn't mean to come off as so defensive, and I probably shouldn't have got so defensive over a few basically anonymous comments on the internet. But it's kind of a trigger for me since I spent the first few years of our relationship fighting with my mom and my sister about the same thing. He doesn't dress nice. He doesn't make 6 figures. He dresses like a bum. Why won't he cut his hair? Literally constant shit like this from them that I had to stop talking to them for like a year before they finally gave up so I would talk to them again. Both of them are superficial gold diggers and both are miserable in their relationships. Also, it's a major pet peeve of mine when people assume they know anything about me or my relationship based on a single anecdote I've shared. I've put about 0% effort into the clothes I wear, and I can safely say I don't match any of these. Being a guy is sometimes pretty simple. Most of the advice here seems like I would have to go out of my way to *up. I'm far too lazy for that. Either way, out of your way to *up or just trying too hard. Fortunately, neither of those skills happens to be in my repertoire. Crocs. Okay. After all of the comments, I am going to try some. I still think they are a turn off. I prefer boots on a guy. My grandpa wears damn near exclusively Crocs. He has like 12 pairs, and he wears them for everything. For yard work, when using a chainsaw, when climbing a 10-feet ladder, when using a chainsaw at the top of a 10-feet ladder. Oh my. That's dangerous.